Hi YouTube, I am back with another message. Thank you so much for being here and for watching this video. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel and also welcome. And if you are returning, I completely appreciate you and thanks for watching my videos, and I hope that this content and this video serves you. So today I wanted to talk about discipline. And these are just honestly real life observations that I have learned and gathered for myself and wanted to just share it. Discipline is so important. And yes, we hear that word all the time. We hear that discipline is important all the time. But let me break it down to you from a spiritual perspective as to why discipline is so important. If any of you have ever truly trusted yourself and truly trusted your intuition, and you can hear or get a knowing or a feeling or whatever of what it is that you're supposed to do, if any of you are creatives, you probably are more aware. You're more aware a lot of times when you're creative, because you'll get an idea and you can hear it in your head or you can see it in your mind. You know that it didn't come to you. You know that it came from somewhere else. But you know that it's meant for you. But you know that it's meant for you to act on that idea. So the thing about it is, discipline allows us to be able to receive from spirit in a more consistent manner. Don't put spirit in a situation where, spirit is always trying to help you, right? It's like a video game and you're trying to keep Mario alive, and you're trying to do everything you can as the player to make sure Mario stays alive no matter what obstacles are thrown their way. So you need Mario to do what you're doing with the controllers, right? Guiding Mario with your controllers. Now, what if Mario just popped up on your screen and decided to just go down a tube that you didn't tell it to? And you're like, I can see that Bowser's down there, so don't do that. Listen to me and jump over it. Listen to me and jump over the tunnel, okay? There's bad things down there. Some whole bunch of sharp objects and turtles that's gonna slip you up. You don't even need to go down there, and it ain't barely no coins in there. So don't even go down that tunnel. That's how spirit is with us. Spirit is trying to help us reach the goal and fulfill the contract that we signed up for while we're here on this earth living this life. So discipline is important because when we don't listen to what's been given, or we hear it but we just don't act on it, okay, yeah, you told me to make a video, okay, I'll get to it when I get to it. Oh, you told me to do this, oh, okay, I'll get to it when you're holding up the process and the progress of your own life, of your own journey, of your own purpose. And honestly, you can't get to the good stuff until you do all the other things that are needed, at least in a genuine way. You can get stuff that you want and shortcut, because honey, the devil is always there willing to make a deal with you. But I'm telling you, it's going to bring some pain that you could never imagine and take you off your course and take you off your purpose, because you are so focused on getting whatever that is instead of doing what God asks you to do. Because when God gives it, it's going to take a little longer, and because God is going to be preparing you for you to hold, carry, and keep your blessing, because God wants the best for us, and God is going to make sure that you're sharing your gift, and in exchange He will give you the world. Now this video, however, is about the fact that when you stall on what God asks you to do, sometimes you put spirit in a position to, on the day that you finally decide to get to it, all of a sudden you're over inundated with a ton of ideas, and it's a lot to do, and you start to feel overwhelmed. But spirit is not trying to overwhelm you. Spirit is trying to keep you on your schedule. You have a spiritual schedule. We're not just here hanging out on earth doing what we want to do. We have a schedule. There is a timing for things to happen when they're supposed to happen. There are people that you are supposed to meet that you're going to intersect. Now I sound like my mama, because that's my mama. She used to talk just like this. God is trying to intersect you with people, places, and circumstances that are all culminating, and you have to be ready for your part. So when you delay, you are, Spirit has to like give it all to you when you finally are like, okay, I'm ready to do something today. Okay, I'm ready to get things done today. Like, and then you've got all these tasks that need to happen, and Spirit is like, okay, well, they need to happen. So since you're finally listening now, let me give them all to you. Then you decide to get overwhelmed. Like, it's a lot, so I don't even know if I want to get going. Like, what? Then you get the consequences, because you do get consequences for not fulfilling your spiritual obligations on this planet. And then you'll be like, well, I just, I don't know why I don't never had nothing. I don't know why I gotta always go through something. I don't know why these always have to be hard, because you just simply couldn't do a little bit each day. And sometimes, depending on the situation and depending on what it is, sometimes God may not necessarily ask you to do something each day, but for the most part, with most things, it's just doing a little bit each day. Or taking on as much as you can on good days, so that when you do have days that you're down, or you're not really getting instructions from Spirit, or you're just, it's not a day where you can have much output with your work or whatever, then it's okay, because you're caught up. You've done what God has asked you to do. So just be mindful that discipline is doing things consistently and making yourself open and receptive to the guidance that God is trying to give you. God, Spirit, whatever you want to call it, is trying to give you, so that you can get things done and meet your goals, to meet your destiny. So you can't just decide to do stuff when you decide to do it. Like, time is always ticking. Things are always moving. Your cells are always doing stuff. So yes, you got to eat good often. Yeah, because eating good helps you have a good positive energy, helps you to have a higher vibration and alignment, to be able to be receptive and hear what God is saying, so that you can get the guidance daily or frequently, whatever that is for you and Spirit and your work. And so that you can do what you came here to do. God knows how much is on your plate. You may not know that, because it's not for you to necessarily know. Sometimes people are intuitive and they can know, but it will overwhelm us as humans if we really knew. And that's why God doesn't put that on us. All we need to do is what we need to do each day, or what we need to do each time God says, do this. Just do it. Just do it, because that one little task, even if it may be a little bit scary, even if it may push you out of your comfort zone, at least it's one. It's not like a huge, big old thing. Now you've got like a big old wall that you have to build, because you wouldn't take each brick. You wouldn't move each brick. You wouldn't carry each brick. So now you got to carry a wall. And just because you have allowed it to build up to being a wall does not mean that you're any less responsible for what you were supposed to do. It's still yours to carry. So do what God asks you to do when God asks you to do it, period. That is something that I am very mindful of. I can see that very clearly this year, for myself, for my life, for my responsibilities, which is partially why you guys are getting videos so frequently, because I am trying to live in that space. I don't want to leave this earth without getting the work done that I signed up for on this planet, and giving the world whatever I was supposed to give the world, whether that's in my individual interactions with people on a day-to-day basis, or whether that's bigger projects that I'm working on. It doesn't matter. No project is too small. No request is too small. Just do what God asks you to do. I promise you, it will serve you, it will serve the world, and you are, in doing so, you are serving God. That is my message for today. I love you. Thank you. Be obedient, as I am working to be too. It's not easy, but do it anyways. And if you like content like this and also creative content, please subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.